called Disney Springs, and our new concept will be featured there at Disney Springs. And we'll also soon to be announced, hopefully coming to Shanghai, China, to Disney World in their brand new theme park that they're opening up in October of 2015. And to be able to sit here with you today, be interviewed about our creations, knowing they were all born, raised, and bred out of here, Minneapolis, not Chicago, not California, not New York City, that they were born right here. I'm really proud of being here in Minnesota, and I'm proud that we're the central focus of a lot of creativity in the entertainment world.
Yes, that is a wonderful thing, again, a feather in your cap for all of the people that you draw towards you, because after all, the entrepreneur a lot of times is the leader and the marching ahead, but it takes a whole team of people to understand the vision and make that all happen as well. So that's very proud. You should be proud, and all the people that you put to work and help be creative. I'm also fascinated by your ability to get into the magical and wonderful world of Disney. And that in itself, we could probably go on for 20, 30 minutes about just that relationship. But briefly, tell me how that came to be, your Disney connection, because a lot of people don't get that opportunity.
Well, you make a lot of the opportunities. Hopefully you have some luck along the way, and you surround yourself with people that are better than you. You know, ego's a killer, not only in radio and television, broadcasting, but in the restaurant business. Listen, we all eat between 3 and 5 times a day, some of us even more than that. And at the end of the day, everyone is a foodie. Everyone thinks that, being in the food business is this luxurious, glorious thing. And it's one of the hardest jobs in the world. And it's very hard to make money when you think about labor and overhead and rent and insurance and all the things that you have to watch out for on a daily basis. So I give all of the people in the restaurant industry, whether they be a dishwasher, a waiter, a host, a hostess, an owner, I give them a lot of credit. It's one of the hardest jobs in the world. But keeping your ego in balance amongst all of this is one of the hardest things that could happen. Listen, when we opened October 4th, 1994 at Mall of America, we had 3-hour waiting lines, and we were hot, and we weren't making any money. Everyone thought we were making a fortune. The bottom line is we had 225 seats, and it wasn't enough to make money, to be able to pay the rent. So shortly, I think it was 30 or 60 days after we opened, we changed. We took more space at the mall. We took some things out. We rearranged. In business, you need to be able to react fast. And what's nice about being an entrepreneur and having a small business and a great group of people around you is you could react to market conditions in a relatively fast way. There's not 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 layers that you have to go through, that bureaucratic crap that you sometimes see in big organizations and companies you don't have. So you have the opportunity to move fast. And I've had thousands of people that walked by me at the Mall of America in those 2-hour waiting lines saying, you should be at Disney. That's where you belong. The whole world should see the Rainforest Cafe, a wild place to shop and eat, an environmentally conscious family adventure, we called it. And I told my partners that I wanted to go to Disney World, and I thought Rainforest Cafe would be an incredible opportunity for a place that had vanilla ice cream, apple pie, mom and dad, Disney World. And my partners told me that they thought Disney would steal the concept and that I was wet between the ears and I shouldn't go anywhere and I should just concentrate on taking care of the 2 and 3 hour waiting lines and the thousands of families that were enjoying the opening and the premiere of the Rainforest Cafe at Mall of America. And I went against the grain of my partners, and I flew down to Disney after trying to set up a meeting for 6 months and find out who the person was. And I finally got down there, and I had an audience. And it was pretty amazing. I was wearing a 3-piece suit, and I had 12 Disney executives or more around me, and I had to make a pitch for my life. I was trembling, I was scared, but I was real proud of the opportunity, and I was honest and forthright and told it like it was, and presented my product, the Rainforest Cafe, with passion. And at the end of the day, they said to me, what do you think of your own performance on a scale of 1 to 10? And I think I told them I thought it was a 7 or an 8. They told me it was a 12, and it was off the chart, and they wanted to make it happen. And that was the beginning of Rainforest Cafe being in every single theme park that they've ever built, and it's become a staple. It's one of the highest grossing attractions, restaurants, and retail stores on Disney property. But most of all, the guest comments about how much fun it is and how they were able to bring 3 generations of family members together. That's a turn on. And being able to have an interactive educational experience, cascading waterfalls and rain coming down, and all the things that early on when I built it in my home, everyone told me was crazy. We did it all at the Mall of America. So, having a prototype that people could see my vision, because a lot of people can't see the forest through the trees. You got to be able to actually show it to them, and I wanted to take it a step up from just doing an architectural diagram. And I'm happy to have had the support of Lyle Berman and many others in my quest to become an entrepreneur. And one of the things that I like to tell people is you're going to get a lot of no's along the way. More no's than yeses, for sure. And you got to be able to, as a chapter in my book says, you have to be able to say no is yes, waiting to happen. You got to make it happen. Got to be able to take those bumps and bruises before you can reach the goal line and get a touchdown.
It's wonderful. I've been speaking with the author of It's a Jungle in There, Stephen Schussler, and he is the founder of the Rainforest Cafe and sharing so much of his book with us here orally. Great stories you're telling us, and it's real. You can really tell the passion behind somebody, and I can tell it's in you, and you didn't get to where you're going by sitting down and letting other people do it, and so I applaud you for that and think you're doing a wonderful job in teaching people. Where can people get the book?
Well, I would say Barnes & Noble, Amazon.com, Carrie. It was considered #1 bestseller on Amazon.com, USA Today, Wall Street Journal. Real proud of the fact that Donald Trump and Lee Iacocca and others have endorsed the book. And they can also learn a lot more about us by going to our website, which is www.schusslercreative.com. That's SCHUSS as in Sam, LERCREATIVE.com. And if I might make one more comment, I know I've been speaking an awful lot. I just want to tell you and your listeners that one of the chapters in the book is about philanthropy, and I want to just say how important the social responsibility is, and philanthropy. Even if it means helping somebody across the street, just doing a good deed if you don't have the money. Philanthropy is a big part of what we do and what we give back. I spend a lot of time with entrepreneurs, and I will continue to do so. And I really appreciate the time that you've given me today.